What's up, y'all? So I just hopped on here really quick to kind of do an update about my entrepreneur journey. Um, and just let's just chat. Like, let's just talk about the real and the life of being a full-time entrepreneur. So last week, if you don't know, I was sick. I feel much better today. Today is the first day that I actually feel better after being sick for an entire week. And so last week, while I was sick, and I spent a lot of time at home, just like regrouping, um, refocusing, and just I don't know, get myself together. Y'all know, like when you sick and you still have to keep going with your everyday life and stuff like that. For me, my top priority was just still being a mom because everything else could wait, but this can't wait. Like you still got to be a mother even while you sick, even while you're not feeling good. You still have to take care of your family. So I had a lot of time to just sit and think and regroup or whatever. And currently, y'all, this like transparent moment. Okay, we're gonna do this. Today is Tuesday, so we're gonna do transparent Tuesday. Okay, so for me, I took a lot of time to just sit back and just, like I said, regroup and refocus. And I feel like ever since I have been on my content creator journey, I have constantly poured into others. And this was before I even started my content creator journey. I was doing this because if you don't know and you're new here, I am a business coach. So I teach business structure. I teach financial literacy. I teach credit, of course, which is financial literacy, credit education. I had a Canva class that I was teaching. I teach marketing. So I teach a lot of different stuff, okay? Content creation, social media. So over the week while I was, or over last week while I was just kind of, I don't know, I just spent a lot of time with God and just talking to God. And I was just asking him, like, what's next? Like, what do you have next for me? Like, guide me, order my steps. And something that I realized in that time of, like when you sit and you get still, God will start to download and deposit things into you or whatever, into your soul, into your spirit. And so I literally had it was like this me versus me thing where I'm like, okay, this year you made a commitment to yourself and you vowed to put yourself first. And have I gotten better at that this year? I feel like I have. I've gotten a lot better at putting myself first, um, making myself a priority. However, I feel like when an opportunity arises or comes my way or whatever the case may be, I'm very big on collaborating. I'm just real big on networking because I have not always been. So when an opportunity comes my way or I feel like it's a good opportunity for me, I'm not quick to shut it down or just be closed out to it. I kind of want to consider it or whatever. And so this last week while I was sick, I had to kind of go back to that commitment that I made to myself. Like, okay, you said this year you was putting yourself first. You was making yourself a priority. Have you done it? Yes, but you have not really been strict about it. You have not really like set those boundaries, when it fully came to that. And so that's where I found myself like last week when when I wasn't feeling well and I was under the weather. And so I came to the conclusion that it's time for me to really walk in that. Like it's time for me to really prioritize self. It's time for me to put myself first. It's time for me to stop putting myself on the back burner. And what does Ambrielle want? Like, what does that look like for me putting myself first, making myself a priority? Because like I just told y'all, despite whatever go on with me or any anything in life that I'm dealing with, I still got to show up and be a mother. I still have to do that. So that's number one. That's got that's gonna get done, And so it's like outside of that, taking care of my children, taking care of my family. I am in a relationship, and then tending to my family, because I'm very big on family. So when I say family, my mom, my sisters, like spending time with them, my uncle, aunts, and stuff like that on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. So outside of doing all of that, the family stuff, being a mom, you pour so much and you give to so many people, your students, your mentees, you always giving, you're always pouring. You don't have nothing left to give to you. There's nothing left for you. And so during that time last week, I was just like, you know what? It's time for me to put me first. It's time for me to prioritize me. So that's where I am in my content, not my content creator journey also, but my entrepreneur journey. Because I've always shared my journey with you guys. If you started with me on the platform that I started on, which was FB, then you know that I've always came on here and shared my entrepreneur journey with you all. So I just feel like now it's time for me to focus on self. Like, I have gave so much of me to others. I have poured in everybody cup. Like, I'm naturally a giver, so I enjoy giving. I love giving, but I'm to the point where right now, y'all, my cup is empty. Like, it's empty and I don't have anything left to give. I need to pour into me. I need to refill my cup, So I made the decision, was it a easy decision to make? No, it was a tough decision. Like, it truly was. However, it just took me back to that commitment that I made to myself earlier this year. And it's almost like a slap in the face when I'm saying, okay, I'm going to put myself first. I'm going to do this. And then I find myself not doing it, or jumping on an opportunity or doing this or pouring in somebody else's cup, and once again, I'm left last. So I'm done doing that. Okay. I am done doing that. That's where I am currently at in my journey. I am focusing on self. I am pouring in my own cup. I am prioritizing me. I am in my selfish season. And I know it may not sound good. Some people are going to be like, oh, she about to be selfish and this and that. But it's so necessary, y'all. It's so necessary and it's so needed. And I just feel like I owe it to myself. Like, I really do. Even with me making the decision to stop doing my live classes where I was coming and teaching students, every month or whatever. And I made the decision to just do pre-recorded. That was a part of that commitment, like, okay, it's time to take a break from this. And it's okay, y'all. Like, a lot of times, and I battle with this also. A lot of times we feel like we got to keep going. We got to keep moving. We got to keep doing this, got to keep doing that. Y'all, it is okay to be not okay. Okay? It is okay to when like mentally like, okay, this is draining. I have gave and gave and gave and gave and poured and poured and poured. I need to look out for me. Like, I need to look out for me. Even with a lot of the projects and a lot of the things that y'all have saw me doing in the past, I've always been like the brain of the operation or the driving force behind it. And I'm just tired. I'm tired. I am drained, and I just, like, right now I'm in a space where I just want to do like solo projects. Y'all know my saying, collaboration over competition. Am I still going to collaborate with people? Heck yeah. I'm still going to collaborate and still work with people, but it's only going to be just that. Like, it's only going to be collaboration and that's it. Like, for example, I collaborated with some young ladies in Detroit over the summer. We worked with them. That was it. I collaborated with a young lady in Texas, my sis Jazz blog page. We collaborated. Cliff and I went there. We collaborated. That was it. So I just want to collaborate. That's it. Like, no strings attached. Because again, like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot when you're the driving force behind stuff. It's a lot when you the brains of the operation and stuff like that. And everybody plays a different part. Everybody bring their strengths and their weaknesses and all that. But I'm just tired. I'm tired, and y'all, like I said, y'all know, y'all been on my journey with me. I share my journey with y'all. Even when I have switched, when we started this thing out in 2021, we started out cleaning Airbnbs and apartments, and I was bringing y'all with me. And then we shifted over into the credit, and we shifted over into the business coaching, and then the content creation. So like, y'all have been on my journey with me, and I just love y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting me on this journey. And it's always important for me to always be transparent as possible. Like, to just give y'all the real, you know what I'm saying? Because this journey ain't always pretty. It is not always pretty. It has its ups and downs, and it can become draining because of you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going. So this why I said it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to be selfish about you. And that's where I am right now. I just want to be selfish about me. I want to prioritize me. I want to set boundaries, healthy boundaries, because a lot of times when you are a giver and you're always giving, a lot of times people just take. Like, they just take and take and take. And I know not everybody, but a lot of times that's what happened, because I've worked with some really good people too. I've collaborated, and I've had good people like a part of teams and stuff that I've been on also, but right now in this moment and in this season, I just want to love on me. I just want to love on me. I feel like that's due to me. I feel like I owe that to myself, and it don't have nothing to do with nobody. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. It's me. It's a me thing, okay? Like I said, when I was sick, I just had that alone time with God, and I'm like, what's next for me? Like, order my steps, guide my steps. Like, what is next for me? But I also understand, when you're asking God that, you got to be prepared for what he is preparing for you. You got to be ready for it, not prepared. You need to be ready, which is the same thing, but y'all get what I'm saying. You got to be ready for it. Like, whatever he's preparing for you, whatever table he's preparing for you, you need to be ready for it. So a lot of that comes with stepping back, refocusing, regrouping, rethinking things, and just kind of like being still so that you can hear God. So that's where I am in my journey. Y'all know I get to blabbering on and stuff, and I get a little sidetracked and stuff, baby. But to anybody that see this video, I just want y'all to know, if you if you do resonate with it, I just want you to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be selfish about you. It's okay to set up boundaries, and it is okay to prioritize you. Like, you matter too. You're important too. And remember that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And I love y'all. And honey, I'm going to keep sharing my journey with y'all, whether it's here, the other platforms, I'm going to keep bringing y'all on my journey and just sharing it with you guys, and what it looked like, what it feel like, and all of that. So, and again, thank y'all. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me from the beginning, that has been supporting me, watching my journey. It means a lot, like it really do. Because a lot of days when I feel like I'm overwhelmed, or I feel like, it's a lot, y'all really like keep me going. Like, y'all really keep me going outside of my children and my family and stuff. Y'all have been a huge part of my journey. And I just hope and pray that y'all stay on this journey with me, and we just see where God takes me. But I love y'all, and I'm out.